everybody, welcome back to TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One. Today I'm going to take you through a full review of the Tressallure mid-length beach wave style in the color 2417. The full review and an up-close look at this color coming up. So this is the first style where the name was literally the description of the wig. Nothing too fancy here. But it is a super cute mid-length curly style. Now this is a Tressallure style, but when it came, it still shows the Gem Tress Cintress collection box, and Tressallure has absorbed this into their brand, and they actually renamed the style. It was formerly known as Zinnia. The description is kind of limited on this style, so I kind of took my own measurements and so forth. So all in all, from the crown to the tip is about between 12 and 13 inches, even including its curl pattern. And then right here around the front pieces, that's going to be about 6.5 inches. That stretches nearly down to my chin. There's very limited layers elsewhere. I think we're just getting, it just looks real shaggy because of all of this texture. Now, one thing you'll know about this style is that it is a completely hand-tied cap. This cap is unlike any cap I have ever seen. So I really want to go into quite a lot of detail about this cap here in just a moment while I show it to you. But it does include a full lace front, a full double monofilament top, and then a hand-tied base. I did not have a weight measurement on this style, but it does feel like it's probably between probably right around 4 to 4.5 ounces. And it features, like I say, this beautiful beach wave. Like, this is how a beach wave should look. It's kind of an air dried look. It's separated. It's kind of uniform in its curl pattern, which I like. I think it's more predictable and easier to style that way. This is 2417, so I'm just going to go by my eye to give you an idea of what this color appears to me. So it starts with a dark sandy blonde. All over a dark sandy blonde, it's kind of a neutral color. And then on top of that, you'll find a pale neutral blonde highlight. And those highlights graduate into some solid tips of that same highlight color. Again, just super beachy with all of these highlights and tips. Overall, this color is really neutral. I wouldn't say it's cool, but it's definitely not a warm shade. So I feel like overall, this is really going to appeal to you if you do not want a gold blonde color. So the density is lovely. It's just a medium density. I wouldn't say it's a light density. There seems to be quite a bit of hair here, but each one of the fibers is a finer denier, which gives it a really nice separated movement without being over full or bulky. So one thing that came as a big surprise to me for this style is that it's loaded with permatease. Yes, it's a hand-tied cap, but there's a lot of permatease. You're going to find permatease heavy throughout the top, the sides, especially at the back. And when I show you the inside look at this cap, I'm going to point that out. It just feels like somebody sewed a pillow into it on the back of the cap at the root of this fiber. I mean, it's just, it feels like a little Brillo pad or something. It's not coarse, it's just thick and pillowy and heavy back there. Now, does it bother me? No, it doesn't. I think it's very strategic. It doesn't weigh the style down. It doesn't make it feel like a helmet. I imagine, though, that this might be a little bit warm to wear in the summertime. Sometimes the hand-tied caps kind of trap in the heat, and then when you add a lot of permatease to it, it's probably going to be a warmer wig to wear. But like I said, it's winter time out, and I have been loving this. So I want to show you the lace front and the monofilament before I show you the inside of the cap. So I'm going to wrap this into one segment. What you want to know about this lace front is that it runs temple to temple, but it does not extend back into the ear tab, okay? So it runs from here to here. It's a little easy to see that seam right there at the temples, although it's easily obscured with the hair. They've got plenty of fiber there to kind of cover it up and obscure it. The lace front is also very shallow, probably only 1/2 inch all the way across, okay? And then it has a double monofilament top, which it feels beautiful. It's very soft and plush, and it gives an amazing look of scalp from the top. The problem that I have with this is the stark line from where the lace front meets the mono top is definitely obvious. Now, it could be the color. If you got a rooted shade or a darker color, it might not be that obvious, but you're going to have to use a little bit of styling technique to cover up that line. So the lace front itself is more of a finer grid, and with the finer fibers, it looks fantastic. So before I turn the cap inside out, I want to see if this will reveal itself on camera, but you can see that thick brush pillowy fiber there, and it's all permatease in the back. That nesty looking fiber. So this does support the style very nicely. You're looking at the nape here. That's where it's heaviest. This is the most interesting hand-tied cap I think I've ever seen. It just feels like they put together some pieces and parts and didn't really look at the whole picture. So there is your temple to temple lace front, very shallow there, probably maybe 1/2 inch, 3/8 to 1/2 inch there. Then you have a strip of polyurethane there, which does help if you have complete hair loss there at the front. It will be a nice, comfortable and secure fit for you. And then your double monofilament top, super soft. The illusion of scalp. And then the hand-tied base, got your hand-tied base here, which is a meshy looking material with your cluster knots. Big, thick ear tabs. I've never seen bulkier ear tabs than on this one. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I just remarked that the stays are very long. It's very thick, beefy ear tab there. An extended nape with a little polyurethane strip there at the nape, and Velcro adjusters. You'll notice that there's some integrated wefting there in the back too. I would imagine that's to support all of that permatease fiber that they added, although there is permatease throughout the entire style. This style was just average right out of the box. I did not have to make any adjustments to accommodate a petite average circumference. There's not a whole lot of stretch on this hand-tied style. I would stay away from this style if you're of large circumference. Perfect right out of the box. Just kind of shake it, put it on. The curls do stay intact. They do not tend to frizz out. They are uniform, so it's just truly a shake and go kind of style. Let's take a look at glasses. So the glasses are okay. They fit for me nicely between the ear and the ear tab. Now the ear tabs are very substantial, very beefy and thick. There's also a lot of permatease there. So if the arms of your glasses are a little bit thicker than average, you may want to go ahead and tuck them under the ear tab for more security. I urge you to stop over to the Wig Studio 1 YouTube channel, linked below, because today I am releasing a comparison video with this style, this mid-length beach wave against the Julienne by John Renaud. There's a lot of differences and similarities, and if you're looking at which one, I just might be able to give you some clues on which one will work the best for you. So thanks a lot, everybody, for joining me today for a look at the Tressallure mid-length beach wave style in the color 2417. See you next time on TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One.